Welcome everyone, I am your host today, FD907, and you already know what time of the week it is. Tetris Tuesday, live on VTV. Alright, love the love the cliche echoes as always, but just glad to see y'all today. It's going to be probably a short tournament. I'm going to turn the music on in just a minute, but yeah, you already know what time of week it is. For those of you who don't know, this is this channel, you know, we're VTV, your gaming network full of a huge variety of gaming and casters on here. Just a huge, wonderful community that we that comes together during these events that we do every week and every 6 months and whatnot. So we do these tournaments, obviously, and big charity events every 6 months. But that's just a little short introduction. But we're gonna get started with the tournament here in just a moment. Let me just switch the mix and masters of the music here. Let's see what we're gonna go. All right, there we go. So let me just start by welcoming everyone in the chat today who is here to experience today's tournament and whatnot, and we'll go over the tournament rules and the players who are here today. So not a huge turnout today, that it's like so far, but you know, we have the core folks here to join us today, so always appreciated that very much. So we got myself, APOC, Imbu Mercury, Modest, Mystery, Pidgeotto, Tinjos, and Zijos, and Romian. So thank you all for joining us so far. We got the tournament hype train going on here real soon. Get your Twitter triggers out there and make sure you do hashtag Tetris Tuesday, tweeting out the Twitter here at VTV as we go along. I'm just getting some things set up right now, so I do hope that y'all can hear me a little bit better. If not, that would be unfortunate for that to happen. So we're gonna get started here in just a minute, but oh man. So let's get this going here. So like I said, for anyone who's joining us so far, you can still click one to join and enter the tournament. And it's not like we'll have a huge one today, but like I said, just click one in the Discord chat, or you can click one also in the game chat if you're even there. Actually, not the game chat is a bad place to enter the tournament. You can do it in the Discord chat or today's Twitch chat as well. So two options you have to join the tournament today. If you're going to do so, we're going to allow 2 more minutes for entries to come in. We would encourage one more entry to go in before we do that, but as we go along here, let me just start by going to the screen now for the qualifiers. So let's go to the entries here, and if we go to let's see, let me close the welcome text. There we go. So let's go, if we go over here to the browser, and I need to turn up my music a little bit louder, just a little bit, not too much though. I think that's a decent volume right there. But let's see here, and I gotta close the countdown. All right, folks. So so this is how it's gonna work today. We don't have a lot of entries and whatnot, so we're just gonna go and try to figure this out quickly before we get any more. Like I said, you still have a chance to enter into the tournament if you click one. If you're also in the game chat too. Oh, I lost connection to the game chat. That's what happened. Oh no, I lost connection to the game chat. So GG. I do see some of our competitors there actually in the game chat, so they're probably not going to compete this week, which is quite sad. I would love some more of the competitors actually playing today to join us in the tournament, but I get everyone needs a break, and we'll obviously respect that. So one other thing I have to mention is also we do not have our Tetris Tuesday staff here with us today. So that means I'm going to be having to update the brackets and whatnot myself as well. So you're just going to have to bear with me for a second as well, if you can do that, because it will take a while just to edit the brackets to get things going with that. So let me go ahead and now edit this stuff here. Hold on a second. Let me turn on the lights. I need some light in here. There we go. Bright lights. Now I'm in the commentating mood here. So let's look at these seedings here real quick as we do the qualifiers. And where are the tournament entries thing? Okay, hold on a second. Here we go. So obviously I gotta zoom in a little bit so y'all can see the qualifiers a little bit better. There we go. So as always, if you folks don't know, that the qualifiers and the bracket seedings are always set by the rankings that are updated each tournament. So this is what we have here, the 7 entries for today. So it's going to be a small tournament, not a lot of elo to be gained. Just to let y'all know, this is going to be if you win the tournament, it's going to be a very, very small elo gain. So as well, but also, so let's look at the stats here. We've got Cheap going to the first seed so far, and then who's going to be at the Cheap there? I believe Eddie's the second seed. So this is so we have 2 players we only have 3 players in the top 10 present with us today, which is quite interesting, but we'll see how that goes. I cannot wait to see. Actually, it's going to be much more of a balanced tournament. It is not too late. It's not too late to press one, actually, since we're still seeding. If you do want to join the tournament, JS Tris, and welcome, by the way. So people think they're too late, but trust me, you folks are not too late. So, hold on. A lot of people must have forgot that today is Tetris Tuesday. But GG. But it's alright. If you want to join, you can just still click one in the Discord. You know, since we're still setting up the seedings and whatnot. So, yeah. But this is going to be a very intense and probably a much more balanced tournament, because today we only have 3 players in the top 10. In the top 10 this week. So this is going to be a small tournament, but it might be a lot less one-sided here with that. But it was 987. Mystery, where's my mystery man? Okay, he's not listed on here, but yeah, like I said, another thing I wanted to mention is that some players are not listed in the rankings this week because we're editing this stuff and currently trying to write a good script for the website as well, seeing how that experience, because you can actually do you can actually write scripts on Google Sheets here and and see how that goes. So, you know, still editing some things and whatnot and trying to see how that goes. So, you know, just bear with us as we go along here. Even Moy, Mystery Mouse Tomato is not on there, but I do have him listed on our records. So the official records I'm not showing, but the reason also we kind of did this, we don't have a lot of people on there, is because when you get to the 950s, 960s, everyone is tied. I'll pin the ranks here as well. I believe the ranks, if you go to pin messages, what the hell? Yeah, if you go to the pin messages, actually, on Tetris Tuesday, the rankings are pinned. So the rankings are already pinned. So just look at the pin tab on the Tetris Tuesday channel chat, and you'll be able to see that the rankings here are pinned. So if you don't see it, just let me know. And damn, that I can try to pin it again, but I'll just what I'll do right now is resend it. I guess this time I'll copy and paste it for y'all if you need me to do so. Just copy the link and we can I'll unpin and then pin it again. So now I've unpinned and now we have pinned the link again. Alright, there we go. So the pin Discord is not working with me right now, but the pin should be there. What the hell is going on? There we go. The pin has seemed to have seems to have been broken. Rest in peace 2019. So let me go back to the rankings here, but after it gets like 960s, 950s, let me tell you something, the ties are endless from there. So that's why we don't have too many listings. Otherwise I'm going to have to make a huge list, and that's going to take a lot of time to do that. To add them onto the sheet and kind of the calculations, and it's like a borderline algorithm that I usually go with there, but It's just kind of an equation, really, or not an equation, but a formula that we use for these elo rankings, and it depends on, and then how many points you gain or lose depends on who you're fighting and and whatnot. All that, a lot of factors that go into it. But anyway, I'm done with this right now. Let's go to we got Fizzle, I believe, is going to be the 6th seed. All right, but we have you on there, Modest Tomato, because yeah, some people are not listed on there as well if they are higher than the 950s, but that's also because they have probably only joined one tournament in the last 5, and we haven't seen them since. So we like to, we're gonna add a lot more things for the 2nd season, especially the 3rd season, to only have the rankings be players who are kind of active on the roster, and because we have more than 40 players that have competed with us on record, so so this is going to be a quite interesting match. But we still have an opportunity, so if you want to go ahead and get your seedings in, you can still click 1 and join in the channel, but it doesn't seem like the players who are asking me to join have actually done so. So we're gonna probably allow 3 more minutes, maybe 3 more minutes, but the only one that's asked to join and has not is Hannah. So Hannah, you still have a chance to join if you want, but you have to press 1 in the next 3 minutes. Then we'll get started, and then we can get to the final seedings. But so far, whether or not she does join, that means Hannah will probably be placed in the 8th seed. So that means for the 1st seed we got Cheap 2nd, Eddie 3rd, Romian, Tebow 4th, and then Mystery 5th, Fizzle 6th, and then Modest 7th. But like I said, this is going to be a very interesting week because it is a short tournament. GG, not in the stream today. Rest in peace. But it is a very short tournament today. But also, we only have 3 players that are actually in the top 10. Top 10 or top 7, I should say, really, but still top 10 in this tournament today. So that means it will be quite balanced. You can guarantee yourself at least a top 7 spot for today. So that's how small this tournament is. And also, basically it's pretty easy to get almost easy to get a top 5 spot in today's tournament. So not a lot of people here today. Actually, we do have quite a lot of people watching the stream, but I think a lot of players are taking a break and whatnot. But it does help, just to just have a chill back tournament today, because it just allows us to kind of talk more a little bit. It's a little bit less hectic, especially since the Tetris staff are not here this week. They haven't really been here for the past 2 or 3 weeks. But wherever you see them, tell them that we love them, and we love to love them to come back to us and whatnot. But it's all good. So anyway, and I don't think Hannah's going to be here, so we might as well get started. And I don't want to waste anyone's time and all that stuff. But I mean, actually no, I'll give it 1 more minute. 1 more minute for anyone else to join the seedings. We only have a small tournament, so we're not set back on time or anything like that. So 1 more minute left to get seedings in. And welcome everyone today also to the tournament. This is the VTV Tetris Tuesday tournament series. We're on tournament number 7 for season 2, and this is going to be quite a week. If you want to see today's brackets, they are always brought to you by !bracket, and you can see the records and the progress of today's tournament. So !brackets will always bring you the events and live scores of the tournament. So that is how you see the scores. That's how you're going to report the scores today, if you are also a player in the game as well. So JSGG actually has almost got on the cutoff mark. So JSGG, we're going to go ahead and put you on there. I got you, mate. So let's see where GG's at, because he's also in the rankings list as well. So that means 977. All right, there we go. That's how it's gonna look like. So we have an even 8 players today. That does make it good. So the rankings, the tournament have been, the seedings have now been cut off. So all tournament entries are now cut for anyone who's trying to join today's tournament. So I do apologize for that, but we did have you had an hour and 15 minutes to join. So unfortunately, we cannot have you join today, but next week you can definitely come by But also, if you want to go ahead and chill and watch the tournament today, also, you know, to scope out the competition, you're free to do that as well. So, I'm going to give a bit of time to explain. You know, you already know what to do, since we don't have to do any, which is really good news, because this means we don't have to do any, like, sort of special seedings or anything like that today, where it's free for all. So, let me explain the rules, folks. So, for the tournament, it is a best of 3 series until the semifinals. When we approach the semifinals, that means the tournament becomes a best of 5 into the finals as well. So that's going to be some short, simple rules. It is a double elimination tournament today, and we're not going to do double elimination where the winner has to lose twice by the losers finalists, because it is much too short of a tournament for me to, or much too small of a tournament, I should say, for me to go and do that as well. So, anyway, I believe that's what we're going to be doing for today, folks. Doesn't look like we're going to have many other folks joining us today. Well, double elimination, I mean, it is double elimination, I guess, until the finals, but I mean, it's always, never mind, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm going to, we're just going to do it the same way we do every week. GG, just to forget what I said, folks. Let me go to mode here as well. Mode default JS Tris, and then we're gonna do bags and 7 bag there. So there's the there's a mode. I always forget to change this as well, but this I changed the mode because of the the FS. God, what I'm talking about? Tetris Friends that we did back in the day, but no, it's gonna be a quad elimination tournament today. But anyway, folks, with that being said, we're gonna get right into it now, since we have got the final 8 seeds. So we have Cheap at the 1st, Eddie at the 2nd, Roman at the 3rd, T-Bar at the 4th, Mystery at the 5th, GG at the 6th, Fizzle at the 7th, and then Modest at the 8th seed. So let's get today's tournament started now. And this sounds like some Tetris Friends music in the background right now, so it is going to be quite a lit tournament today. So where is my stuff? So with that being said, now let's make the room. So today's room, we lost connection somehow, but today's room is going to be called, wow, so a lot of players are not on today. It's not only us, but like Tetris in general, Tetris, there's not a lot of people on today, so it's all good. So lone limit, as you know, 2-player limit. All right, standard mode, and let's do this. It's gonna be called VTV Tournament. So VTV Tournament is today's room. We're gonna create it now. And let me just spectate so I don't have to be in here as well. Yeah, we're gonna have 3 groups of 4. Group A, B, C, and D gonna be a round robin tournament. That means it's an invitational today, pretty much. No, I'm just kidding, folks. That's not the rules, by the way. We're not doing round robins today. Jesus Christ. So it's gonna be a pretty straightforward tournament today. So it's gonna be very short. I do hope that y'all enjoy the chiller tournaments. I think it's not that bad, honestly. Like, because these shorter tournaments gives me a better chance to talk to y'all and just get things going. But don't start yet. If you're in the tournament today, just do not start yet. I see you, Cheap, there. Report Cheap, please, for early starting. I haven't even pulled up the brackets yet for people. Hold on. Let's get it like right there, and then we're gonna do round 1. Let's see here. All right, so round 1, here we go, and let's go to the so now we're gonna go to the tourney browser once again, so I can show y'all what we're gonna do today for today's events. That is some pretty loud music. I should probably turn down a little bit. I don't think I can really, so Let's go to the volume mixer and probably put it down like 70 or something like that. There we go. That's better. All right. So let's go to the brackets here once again. Like I said, to join today's brackets and look at it today, you can do ! bracket to see who's going to be doing what and the scores and whatnot. So now, without further ado, let's go to the brackets here and start the tournament officially. It is now tournament number 7 for season 2 of the VTV Tetris Tuesday series. That means matches are open for voting, so today you can submit your votes here as well for the round, and to see who is going to win what round. You can vote there, and we'll count up the votes at the end of the stream to see how well everyone predicted their rounds. But that means the first 2 people to go up are Cheap and Modest for round 1. So let's get this going. Cheap and Modest, Tomato, round 1. The first versus the 8th seed. And let me go back to the JS screen now. So if Cheap and Modest can go ahead and join us today, you have an option, like I said. Also, for those of you who don't know, every player in the rounds, they have an option to skip the warm-ups, or they can go ahead and play that out. So I'm going to see if they do today's warm-up. So I'm just I gotta yawn. Oh. Oh god. I gotta get ready. Gotta get ready for these intense matches today, folks. Anyway. Today's stream, by the way, is brought to you by the VTV Hack Train and whatnot. Oh, I forgot to go to the screen. That's right. Here we go. So, the first match of round 1, they've just finished the warm-up. My bad about that, folks. But it seems like during the warm-up, Modest was trying to set up some nice little DT cannons to set up and practice that as well. It seems we have a bit of a misdrop there from Cheap going on right now. But Cheap's going to go in with the 2 T-spin doubles there. He might have done a bit of a misdrop there once again with the J-bar, but still going to be very consistent with that. 14 lines only being sent in the first 14 seconds. And he's going to manage to take this round 1-0 in the series lead so far for Cheap. So that means he is already almost at match point. So Cheap going to set up that T-spin double once again. Modest does have a chance to get some clean garbage here and set up a nice combo, a nice downside combo from the garbage there to put some pressure back on the Cheap. But it seems like Cheap, though, does have a better playing field right now. Modest is trying to set up that T-spin double once again. Might be going on a bit of delay, but still able to go ahead and put the pressure back on the Cheap there. And now Cheap is going to set up some massive pressure on the Modest Tomato. So Modest really needs to stay on the ropes here. Needs to go ahead and set up just a quick Tetris and some combos there. It seems like he's able to downstack that perfectly clear with that nice Tetris at the end. But still, Modest Tomato is going to have to go ahead and downstack this garbage here. He has an opportunity at the left side of the well, left well there on this grid, but it seems like Cheap still not buying it right now. He is still trying to put up some pressure onto Modest. Modest is almost in danger of hopping out, but still manages to go and burn out that garbage. Almost in danger, but still a very aggressive playstyle that we see from Cheap right now. Modest still against the ropes right now. He needs to go ahead and downstack as quickly as possible. Needs to set this up quickly, but it seems like that it wasn't there for him because of that last O piece, and that means Cheap is going to win the match 2-0 for round 1. That means Cheap is going to move on to round 2, but Modest still has a chance to go with the lower brackets round 1. So let's go ahead into the browser here. 1 minute. So you can still do your votes for the, like I said, the match votes are open for today's tournament, so you can go ahead and vote for the people you predict to win, and we'll see your results at the end of the tournament to see if you were actually right. And so that means now the next round is going to be the 4th or the 5th seed, T-Bone Moy versus Mystery. As we can see, and like I said, both players have an option to skip the warm-up or also get it going. So T-Bone Moy versus Mystery now is going to be the second round. The second match of round 1. So let's go back here. Let's see if they opted to skip the warm-up or not. Indeed, the Swiss. So let's gonna look at some of these, both of these setups here, what they're gonna try to do. If it's gonna be just a simple, you know, T-spin double Tetris combo, as most would do in this competition, but it seems like we didn't have enough time to look at what the warm-up was gonna entail. So the warm-up is over now. Good luck, have fun. So here we go. We're gonna start the second match of round 2, T-Bone Moy versus Mystery, and now let's kind of see how this will turn out. Two players very kind of close in skill and win percentage as well. So it seems like they kind of both will be going a bit neck and neck right now at the start here. But it seems like Mystery's kind of able to set up a better opener versus T-Bone Moy. But T-Bone does have a nice clean well of garbage here, so it's not going to really affect him that much. Not going to be too devastating of damage, but it seems like Mystery's still able to put a lot of pressure onto him with a bit of a misdrop from the T piece and the S piece as well. So that may be costing him a bit. Mystery is going to have his grid burnt up here. I mean, blown up here almost. Just another misdrop, unfortunately, from Mystery there, and that's going to just cost him the match there. So that's going to just be a 1-0 lead for T-Bone Moy. And it seems like T-Bone is going to set up a nice DT cannon versus Mystery, though a nice opener for Mystery once again to set up some pressure early. But it seems like Mystery, though, still in danger a little bit versus T-Bone. T-Bone still putting on the pressure versus Mystery there. Let's see if Mystery can avoid the misdrops this time around and get himself into the gears here. But it seems like that T-spin did not go through, however, because of the missing line there on that grid. So though he is still able to put a lot of pressure, and that goes the top out there instantly. That was a huge spike there for Mystery, just kind of holding his own, staying composed. Now it is a 1-1 series lead. The next person's going to move on to round 2, but that huge spike at the end there, just staying calm and composed there from Mystery, using that last spike from the T-spin combo to upset T-Bone there and catch him off his guard. But still, excellent play from both, and it seems like Mystery was contemplating probably that the Imperial Tower there for a minute, but he wanted to go back to his usual T-spin double setup, and that's going to be a lot of pressure there. Just consecutive T-spins on a T-Bone Moy, and that's going to really pull him up on the screen there, and he's going to be forced to top out here once again, and that's going to be a 2-1 series win there for Mystery. So now he's going to also move on to round 2. GG for Mystery. So now let's go to the music is very quiet here today. Anyway, so Mystery, we're gonna do a 2. It seems like oh boy, we had a vote for Mystery as well. We had it gave us a score of 100 for Mystery for some reason, but that was just the voting as well. So now we're gonna have the next match, Eddie versus Fizzle. Going to be quite an interesting match. Eddie, really one of the more one of the players that we see kind of improving every week, and one of the it's quite interesting to see, like I said from last week, how his progress has managed to spike up so quickly too in these tournaments. Also, Fizzle, another tournament veteran, another tournament regular here as well. Here's the browser, I forgot to mention that. So we're gonna have Eddie versus Fizzle in the next match here, as you can see in the brackets. And to look at today's bracket, you can do ! brackets as always to see who's gonna be competing next and how the scores will be live. So they're both gonna go for a warm up here. So let me just close the Tetris browser, and then the next match we'll see will be versus GG and Demon, but also Modest versus T-Bone Moy. If you two can go ahead and play out that round there in the bracket, and then report the scores to us when you can. So T-Bone versus Modest, go ahead and report that to us when you can and play out the match. I think we're only gonna probably not stream the first round of the lower brackets, but we'll stream starting the second round. We'll kind of see depending on how things go. But now the warm-ups are over. So good luck, have fun to both players. Here we go. Eddie versus Fizzle. It seems like Eddie's going to put a lot of pressure on Fizzle immediately. He is going for a three wide combo set up there down the well. A 3-wide well we have not seen usually in these in these tournaments. We have not seen this strategy in a long time. Actually, we have seen it last tournament, but it is quite unusual for that to happen in these competitions. But Fizzle's trying to add a new spice, a new flavor on this, and maybe seeing how he can experiment with that to get some good pressure and good quick combos off to open. So we have not seen, like I said, to see a three wide opener, and to have that kind of work efficiently too is quite a feat there. So just big ups there from Fizzle. But unfortunately though, Eddie going to keep applying the pressure onto Fizzle there. It seems that opener was not enough. Eddie, my screen is lagging, so I apologize for that, folks. Could not say much about the match because of that lagging screen. But Eddie just kind of a bit more quick to get to those T-spin doubles and his combos. We unfortunately cannot see Eddie's combos being formed because of the lag, but we should be able to see it this time. So it seems like Fizzle going to avoid the 3-wide combo setup, and now my screen is lagging once again. We are frozen here in the chat today, frozen in the room today, but it seems like Eddie's going to still apply some pressure onto Fizzle. Fizzle almost in danger of topping out. Might have been a misdrop there. I think so. Probably not, actually. That wasn't my miscall there. So still though, Eddie just being able to apply so much pressure on a Fizzle so early and just kind of getting there quicker. I think his speed really is what the pressure, what is being applied here with this pressure here. But Eddie just applying some nice quick T-spin doubles here, constantly back and forth. No complex strategy that's being applied here, but just going to be this match just comes down to speed and who's going to get there quicker to the combos, who's able to set up these combos quicker as well. And it seems like Eddie does a good job of that. But now Fizzle is in the ropes here. He's in danger of topping out. Unfortunately, there goes the 1-0 series lead from Eddie. That's going to be, oh, no, never mind what I'm talking about. Was that 2-0? Hold on a second. That was the, okay, 2-0. My bad. I forgot I also commentated the first match too. It was just so quick. But a quick match here from Eddie onto Fizzle. But well, some matches well played, especially from Fizzle too, to compete that highly against one of the top 7 players should not be disappointment at all. So just some great efforts and great gameplay here from Fizzle as well. But now we have Tebow, and we're gonna before they start, we're gonna report the scores. So Tebow is 2-0 versus Modest as well. So let's go ahead and set this up. Thank you for reporting the scores. Like I said, anyone who's always in the brackets, report those scores, and it'll always get us going a bit quicker. So that means Fizzle, I mean Eddie got the votes as well, it seems like. But now Eddie's gonna move on a 2-0 versus Fizzle here onto the second round. And now the third round's going to be Romian. The third match will be Romian versus GG. But let me just edit this real quick with Tebow versus Modest. And it seems like Tebow got the 2-0 lead versus Modest there to move on into the second round of the lower bracket. And now whoever wins this, whoever loses this will play against Fizzle. But whoever wins will be into the round 2 of the bracket. So that being said, let's go into the fourth and final match of the first round of today's tournament number 7 for VTV Tetris Tuesdays. So let's go ahead and see if they're going to skip the warm-up or not. But GG and Romian should be in the lobby right now to see who is going to be crowned the winner of this round. So we're going to have the warm-up here going now. Romian versus GG. Both players at the top of their game here. It seems like as far as the rankings and whatnot go, Romian is a top 10 player as well. I believe a top 7, or probably the 7th highest rated. And then GG, I'm not quite sure. I haven't looked at the brackets. I mean the ratings a lot, but so they're doing the warm-up right now. Let's kind of see what setups they're gonna kind of go for, see what they might be doing here so far. So it seems like Romian trying to see how quickly he can set up his down stacks, but Romian does a good job of doing that as well, applying pressure not only with the combos but mainly the down stacks. So it seems like we're going to see a nice counter play game from Romian and see how that's going to go. But I do think perhaps GG will probably set up his opener quicker and put the damage on it first, but we'll see how this goes. So now here is the first round. I mean the first match of the round. It seems like GG may be getting there, maybe being a little bit quicker, but I could not spawn that yet, but GG applying that pressure pretty quickly. Roman's going to be forced to down stack here a bit faster. It seems like, though, Roman able to put down that pressure pretty quickly there. Going to try to set up some a T-spin double, but that didn't seem to get there because he needed to go and set that down stacking combo. So just going to set a Tetris instead. Now, Roman just kind of not with the cleanest garbage here right now, but still trying to make it work. GG has the better opportunity to down stack here as well and set up a huge combo versus Roman to put some pressure on him. But it seems like the opportunity might have been missed. My screen is freezing. What is wrong with the JS lag today? GG. but let me yeah, all the lag today, the servers must be going under some, well, I don't think they're going to maintenance obviously, but I've also disconnected from some rooms here. But Roman going to set up the first set of the match, 1-0 versus GG. There's quite a bit of lag today from the JS server, so bear with us today also if we end up lagging. So now, here goes the second set in the match. Roman with the 1-0 lead versus GG. It seems like GG is going to put up some pressure, but still going to be almost forced to top out here versus Roman. But it seems like GG has a nice chance since that garbage is clean. Roman not having the cleanest of garbage right now, so he's going to have to burn through this as quickly as possible and set up a nice counterplay. But just going to get there, just going to dig there bit by bit with some of the T-spin double that he's going to set up. And now, since the playing field is lower for Roman, he's going to set up that the combos that he is actually looking for right now. And there goes a nice quick Tetris, 2 Tetrises in a row from Roman. Gonna be sitting on to GG, just needing to get those quick combos here and set up that last bit of damage on a GG. But GG under a lot of pressure right now, almost being forced to top out here. GG needs to go and down stack and set this combo up quickly before he's gonna get topped out here. Roman might get there first, he might set this up quickly enough. And there goes GG, almost being forced to top out here, and that's gonna be the instant 2-0. 70 lines being sent. And that is the GG of the match. For a 2-0 Roman, that's going to be the final match of round 1. So we will be moving on to round 2 here pretty soon. And now let's go and look at the browser for the tourney. So to look at today's brackets, you can always do ! bracket to see what the scores are and who you will predict winning for each match. So it seems like we had the predictions for Roman here. Roman versus GG, 2-0 lead there. So that means we're going to see Fizzle and GG. They're going to be doing theirs and reporting the scores back to us when they are finished with that as well. And I guess we can go ahead and see how that is going to be working out for today. But Fizzle and GG, marked it in progress. They're going to be reporting their scores. So once they have their scores reported, we'll be moving them on into the second round of the lower brackets. But now for the first match of round number 2, we have Cheap versus Mystery. So let me see if they're going to set up the warm-up here pretty soon or not. Let's see. I think they probably have done so. So yeah, they're still doing the warm-up right now. So that means I do have a chance to go ahead and put the round number 2 on the screen. I do need a I have a tournament program actually that does this automatically for me, but I have yet to set that up. We still need to go and set that up, but it will be some time. Probably some week that I have to take a break, but but yeah. So here goes the first match of round 2, Cheap versus Mystery. Good luck, have fun, and let's go and take down the tourney browser. So it seems like Mystery gonna try to set up the combo here quickly, going off first, but both players having an even opener right now. Mystery though with some of the garbage being stacked a bit too high against him at the moment. Cheap now setting up a nice low playing field right now. He is threatening a perfect clear right now versus Mystery, but that's going to be some instant damage. A lot of pressure on Mystery right now, almost being forced to top out here. He needs a quick Tetris, and there it goes for Mystery. And now Cheap's going to set up a nice T-spin there, T-spin double. It seems like going to be in a bit of a rut there. A missed drop from Cheap going to cost him a bit of time there. I don't think it's going to be a costly one, but still, he could have set up a much nicer combo if that if that L bar, I'm sorry, if the J bar were to go through. There goes a nice quick Tetris there from Cheap. Mystery trying to set up a few T-spins. The eye tower, I mean, I'm just calling it eye tower, I don't care. But the eye tower did not work as well for Mystery. I mean, too well for Mystery there. And a missed T-spin opportunity there as well for Mystery. Just some misplacements and misplays there are going to probably cost a little bit of the match there, but still going to be managing to set up some nice down stack combos and burn through the garbage here as quickly as possible. It seems like Mystery is doing a great job of down stacking here and making sure that Cheap does not apply too much pressure. So getting the down stack combos here quickly will be the key to Mystery staying in the match and possibly getting some victories off of Cheap as well, and to make this quite a series here. So it seems like though Mystery is also oh, there goes the 2 misdrops there from the teeth. 3 misdrops there in a row, 4 misdrops, and that might be costing him the match, but he's still going to manage to burn through this quickly enough. And Cheap missed the opportunity to punish there. It seems like Cheap did not punish there quickly enough to go ahead and set something up for Mystery, but still applying a lot of pressure right there. And still, nonetheless, Cheap going to set up the 1-0 match so far in the series. But that was an intense one right there. Almost lost my breath. Sorry for my anyway, there goes a bit of a misdrop there from Cheap at the moment, but he is going to be able to set up a nice Tetris and 2 Tetris in a row, possibly with a T-spin double, but Mystery going to answer that back with some downstack combos of his own. Mystery putting Cheap in some danger here. That might be a top out here for Cheap. Cheap has really nowhere to run right now. He is going to be a 1-1 series tie. Mystery with the huge spike on the Cheap there, and now it's going to be a series tie to decide who's going to be moving on to the second round. Cheap does not want to go and go to the other bracket, so he's going to try to stay in here as quickly as possible and try to end this match. But now Mystery putting some pressure on a Cheap here. It looks like Mystery has come out to play today versus Cheap. This is going to be an intense match. Now this is really going to be kind of more neck and neck at the moment. So now Mystery going to have the pressure applied on him right now. There goes a misdrop there from Cheap though. He's going to be able to tuck in the other J bar to keep this going. I mean the other J piece. And now it seems like both players still kind of neck and neck between Cheap and Mystery. Cheap is going to try to set up some more damage here, trying to set up a nice Tetris and a T-spin double combo once again. Just the constant T-spin and Tetrises back and forth on the Mystery to see if he can get a nice play there. It seems like he was looking for the opportunity setup, but I don't think he got there well enough there. But still though, Cheap are just going to have a huge flurry of T-spin double combos there at the end for that clutch. He saw the opportunity, he was seeking it out to get the last bit of last bit of pressure he could until he got the top out on to Mystery there. So he was in danger of losing that series almost from the pressure, tying the series for Mystery, but still taking a set off Cheap is not an easy feat. So Mystery doing a great job though in that match versus Cheap, and now Cheap is going to be moving on into the third round, actually the semifinals I should say, for this match. So now Eddie versus Roman will be the next match, and before we go there though, I should also report the scores for you folks today. So 2-1 GG versus Fizzle. That means GG's gonna move on 2-1 in the bracket so far. GG gonna move on 2-1 versus Fizzle in the bracket so far. There we go. Mystery versus GG will be next in that match. I believe we can probably stream that as well. We can probably stream that if y'all decide to do that. But before we go into the next match, and also welcome to the Tetris Tuesday tournament today, number 7, Mercury City, and thanks very much. I just try to make the best commentary that we possibly can to give y'all a great show and analysis of today's events. So we will be streaming that game soon, but before we even go there, I will be going. So here's how it's gonna work, folks. So here's how it'll work. So for the next match, let me just see if I can zoom in too as well. And also, if you're joining us today at Mercury City for the first time as well, and you don't know how to look at the brackets, you can do ! bracket to see today's scores and how we report them as well. But nonetheless, this is how things are going to be working out here. So for this round, we're going to have Eddie and Romian being shown first, but Mystery and GG have an option to stream their match, but either way, we're gonna have to wait until the results of Eddie and Romian to stream that match here as well, and then we'll have to go and see how that works. So now, still in round 2, Eddie versus Romian will be the next people coming up here, so if they can both join the lobby, I think they're both here. So it seems like, yeah, they're gonna be. Let's go ahead and switch over now. Eddie versus Romian, I think they have a chance to opt in for the warm up or skip the warm up if they wish to do so. Otherwise, y'all can get going and playing along if you wish to. Alright, so no warm-ups here from Romian versus Eddie. This is going to be right into it. Just a nitty and gritty match. Probably something I should not be saying. Never thought I'd be saying that. I never thought I'd be saying that at all during one of these tournaments. Anyway, so here we go. The first match of, second match of the round 2, Eddie versus Romian. It seems like both players can go with not quite a devastating opener, but it seems like Romian is going to try to set up just a quick, simple T-spin double versus Eddie, but still going to get the pressure on him quite earlier. Romian trying to set up, his early pressure. God, I can't even speak right now. But GG, Romian, however, is going to be able to set up some more pressure on a. God, I mean Eddie. I got the names mixed up. GG. Eddie, though, unfortunately going to have a bit of a misdrop there, and going to set up a nice T-spin. I wouldn't say triple, but short little T-spin tower to go ahead at the end and put some pressure on a Romian. That was just a flubber of commentary from me, so I messed that up. But there goes the 1-0 series lead from Eddie, just being able to apply the pressure at the end versus Romian's sort of flurries of combos there. Romian had a bit of the better opener, but it seems like Eddie was kind of able to kind of go and collapse his garbage at the end and do a nice down stacking combo to lead into that quick tower he set up with the T-spins. But now Romian is going to put some pressure on Eddie right now, and this might be devastating right now, but it seems like Eddie with the misdrop on the O piece, that might be the 1-1 series tie. That huge misdrop there, unfortunately for Eddie, just I'm gonna join my own room again. Oh my god. 1-1. My stream crashed. Just refresh your streams, folks. Today my stream accidentally crashed. So here goes the second round of the match. Sorry, the stream was crashing there, so be sure to refresh your streams if you can, because we unfortunately had the stream crash on us for a bit. But anyway, here we go. Once again, round 2. The third match with Romian versus Eddie to decide who's going to move on. Here is the match point, as we can see going on right now. Romian should have set up a nice T-spin double, trying to put some pressure on early. The last misdrop from Romian, or probably Eddie, cost him the match quite a bit, but now he's looking to get some redemption and set up this match point to win into the semifinals here. So now Eddie also sending up a nice Tetris combo there at the start there. It seems like both players kind of go trading a lot of Tetrises back and forth, and just some simple T-spin double combos. But there goes, it seems like Romian is going to try to set up the DT cannon there, but that did not seem to, it hasn't seemed to do much damage there at the end, because Eddie is able to go ahead and down stack and counterplay that well enough versus Romian, so he wasn't able to go and capitalize on that cannon that he set up there, unfortunately. So it seems like Eddie's still going to be able to stay intact here, but there is still some pressure being put on Eddie. There goes a nice T-spin triple there from Romian on Eddie there, and now Eddie is going to really have to keep himself intact here at the moment. But now Romian with the pressure set up from Eddie there goes almost a danger of topping out there, but still both players doing a great job of keeping a consistent down stack combo when they are counterplaying here at the moment. So no one is really on the ropes here, but now that huge spike there at the end there from Eddie is going to be setting off Romian to a top out, and that's going to be a 2-1 series lead there from Eddie. That means Eddie's going to be moving on to the semifinals versus Cheap here. So let me just talk a little bit about that match. You know, it was quite close. Some very nice trades actually. The few short cannons that Roman was trying to set up there versus Eddie, they were quite effective, but yeah, Eddie was still able to downstack that a little bit better and kind of play through that easily with the opportunities he was given. It seems like Eddie was almost kind of waiting for that to happen to set up the downstacks, leading into his quick Tetris Teatsman double combos there to get that going. So just a nice play from Eddie and Roman, both well calculated, but Eddie at the end is able to triumph with a 2-1 lead, and now that means the semifinals will be Cheap versus Eddie, and that's going to be exciting to see. So now let's move on into, I believe, the almost the quarterfinals for for this round. So let's go ahead and take a look here. The first match we're going to see is Romian versus Thibaut Moy, the third versus the fourth seed in this bracket. So Thibaut Moy versus Romian. If you two can go join us next in the lower bracket, round 2, and then we'll be followed once again by Mystery and GG. So I forgot to show the brackets as well. My bad. So my apologies there, folks, but that means Romian versus Thibaut Moy and then Mystery versus GG. They'll be next here in the lower brackets, round 2, as we move on closer and closer to the semifinals. And this is going to be an intense one here today. It's a Stone Luigi. You didn't make it. And welcome Amy00 to Tetris Tuesdays. Today's tournament is brought to you by the VTV hype stream. The VTV hype train. I was about to say hype stream. It is a hype stream, but you know, we are here for the hype train as well. But how are you doing today, Amy, as well, and Thibaut? Thank you for showing us the bracket actually as well, Thibaut. I do appreciate that very much. But anyway, whenever y'all are good to join, just let us. Is the room frozen? Okay. So Thibaut and Romian. Oh, okay, so what's going on is they already made the room. They didn't get the it seemed that God, my tongue. No problem here, folks. That means instead we're gonna have Mystery versus GG go ahead and join the room now. This is Romian and Thibaut are already doing their room. So Mystery and GG joined the main room so we can look at your match. We were gonna stream it for Romian versus Thibaut, but they jumped the gun and went ahead of us. But you know, I understand, like usually we wouldn't do that because this is going to be a longer tournament, but since this is a short small tournament today, we do a service here, a good service in trying to stream every single match that we can, since we actually have time to do it this time around. So anyway, 2-0 Romian is a reported score, which we'll be updating here in the brackets pretty soon and moving on into the quarterfinals here for the lower brackets. But anyway, it seems like both players are going to opt in for a warm-up right now with Mystery versus GG. So throughout this tournament, actually, both have been doing some oh god, my stream disconnected. Anyway, also, just be sure to, as those warm fans, be sure to tweet us out using hashtag Tetris Tuesday at FridayTTV. Get your Twitter triggers out there and let them know what the VTV hype train is bringing about. Actually, fun fact, that hype train is an emote. It is my sub evo on my own channel. Anyway, here we go. Good luck, have fun to the match here. It seems like Mysteries and GG's gonna have set up a. Actually, no, GG's going to be able to set up a lot of pressure on a Mystery. Mystery with a huge misdrop from the TPs there, and that's going to cost the match instantly. 15 seconds, 30 lines being set from GG. GG with a 1-0 lead. I caught that a bit too slow, unfortunately. And Mystery gonna set up here. We're trying to set up for the T-spin double, but there goes a bit of a misdrop there, I believe, from the L piece, and that is going to cost him quite a lot. Mystery in some danger of topping out soon, but still needs to put some pressure back on to GG now. And there's not some clean garbage there for Mystery's end right now, but he's going to have to set this up quickly and downstack as much as he can. Needs to burn through this garbage and set up a quick downstack combo, and it seems like he's able to do that pretty well. But GG still applying some more pressure. Now both players kind of neck and neck, both evening out their playing fields at the moment. So GG now is going to set up a quick T-spin double as well as Mystery. I'm not even call it, I don't know why I'm saying double. T-spin sets up doubles anyway. Like T-spin doubles are the same. Like that's T-spin in my eyes, you know. So I'm just not gonna call that unless it's a T-spin triple there. Actually, no, they're not the same. You're right. They're not the same. What am I talking about? GG. Quick T-spin from GG as well. Versus Mystery. My mind is everywhere across the place. I'm even forgetting my own Tetris knowledge there. There goes a quick DT cannon from GG going on to Mystery. That sets up a lot of pressure there. A huge misdrop there from Mystery on the top of his grid, almost topping out there, unfortunately. But it seems like Mystery able to downstack once again and counterplay, just being able to stay alive, and those counterplays from Mystery are really playing to his advantage right now versus GG. It seems like while every time he gets on the ropes, GG has a chance to capitalize with another quick combo, and every time he sets up the cannon while he is in danger, it seems like Mystery is able to downstack here quickly enough to get himself back into the game here. And now Mystery is also putting some pressure. There goes a misdrop there, a huge misdrop there from GG with the S piece, and there is a well played advantage there for Mystery, using that chance to punish the mistake of GG. And now it's going to be a tight series, 1-1 so far with these two players. It seems like there is a quick spike opener there from Mystery. I'm not sure if that was a PC or not. I was not able to see that, unfortunately. It seems like Mystery is going to try to set up for one, I believe. It looks like that might be going on right now with the playing field looking so clean, but now it seems like that might not do it. A huge spike there from Mystery, however, and that might have been the PC clear. I'm not quite sure. I did not see that. Trying to focus on both at once. There goes a misdrop there though from Mystery with the LPs, still able to manage to bounce back that quickly enough and get himself back into position. Another misdrop there from GG. Both players trading misdrops, but still managing to burn through their mistakes here well enough to stay in the match and make this an intense gratifying match. As we can see, GG now is applying some more pressure on a Mystery, and it seems like Mystery is not with the best garbage here. He needs to get two single lines cleared off here. He is able to do that quickly enough, but setting some more pressure on the GG right now. GG looking for that quick Tetris combo. The eyepiece did not get there quickly in time for GG, and that's going to be a 2-1 match win there for Mystery. So let's go ahead and move on to the tourney browser. I believe that was Mystery's score. So before they go into their match, let's go look at the brackets here for today. I'd like to just do exclamation mark bracket to set that up today, but oh, not so fast. So the semifinals, it seems like they thought they were going to play just yet, but looking at the match scores, we're going to look at what has been reported. So thank you everyone also who is competing in the lower brackets for reporting your scores. We always do appreciate that very much. So that is always good. So it seems like we have a 2-0 Romian match versus Thibaut Moy. So there we go. And then we have a Mystery versus GG reported to score, with Mystery taking the 2-1 lead versus GG. So now we're going to be in the quarterfinals of the lower brackets. So actually, Romian versus Mystery was going to be next instead of Cheep versus Eddie. so I don't know why they're playing at the moment. GG. Oh, never mind. They're good. So Romian. Is this loud? Is this too loud for y'all? No, it's good. Anyway, Romian versus Mystery is gonna be the next matchup. We're gonna go into the quarterfinals match of the lower brackets. Let's go to the quarterfinals with Romian versus Mystery. And now let's see if we can go to the Tetris browser. So, oh no, please tell me my, okay, that was just my, so my monitor, my HDMI got unplugged a little bit from my GPU. I thought my PC just turned off, but that was just my monitor, so thank God. Thank goodness. All right. GG, the monitor is okay. And where's my JS screen? There we go. Alright, is this the warm-up? Hold on. My screen turned off, so I did not see a damn thing. So if y'all can tell me, was it the warm-up or not? If it was the warm-up or not, that would be very much appreciated, so we can continue in getting things going at the moment. So I'm still not quite sure what is going on with the if it is a warm-up or not. Let's see. Do we indeed have a warm-up happening? Let's see. Okay, so it is still the warm-up right now. So thank you for clarifying that as well, Eddie. We do appreciate that very much. But we are nearing on into the semifinals, so let's get the semifinals hype going here pretty soon. Since we are going to be there, we're going to be getting things going. I believe the reason we might not be having a lot of action here as well today probably is because of the hard drop open. I'm not sure if hard drop open is going on right now, but could be another reason. But all good, all good. So good luck, have fun with both players. So here we go, the first match in the quarterfinals with Mystery versus Romian, and here we go. Both players, oh, there goes a huge misdrop. Well, not a huge misdrop, but there goes a bit of a misdrop there from Mystery onto the middle of the grid there from that T-piece. He's trying to set up that T-spin double, but still does not manage to get there. But still, from that misdrop, is able to make something out of it and put some pressure on Romian a little bit. But Romian with a bit of a better opener against Mystery here, as we can see. Now Romian setting up some more pressure here with that the quick T-spin double there, and also a nice Tetris there from Romian, going to be going on a Mystery there. And Mystery is still setting up some more pressure on a Romian, both kind of going neck and neck at the moment. This might be a very, very close match, as we can see. Romian going to set up a quick two Tetris, two T-spin double combo, and that's going to be this is gonna be quite quick for him. Gonna put a lot of pressure on the Mystery, but still not gonna be just enough for Mystery. Since Mystery is gonna be putting on some more pressure. There goes a bit of a misdrop there from Romian, but still gonna be able to manage to burn through that and make something better out of the mistake there that he made a little bit. And there goes another T-spin for Romian, but that I don't think that T-spin registered there, unfortunately. And there goes a few more garbage that he has to downstack. He's trying to set up a nice downstacking combo, but it seems like Romian is not getting the setup that he's looking for. But there he goes right there. There goes a quick T-spin, and that quick T-spin double followed by the few Tetrises at the end. That huge combo kind of spiking a little bit up to Mystery, and that's going to be the 1-0 series lead so far for Romian. Now he's looking to make that statement here. There goes a quick opener there from Romian to set up on the Mystery. Going to put the pressure on first, so he's going to get the first step here. But there goes another misdrop from the T-piece on Romian. So he is, though, actually, that might not have been a misdrop, since he did make a nice T-spin out of that versus Mystery. But now Mystery is going to set up some more pressure on a Romian. It seems like, with a huge spike from a Romian, that might have been the T-spin triple there that he was trying to set up there, and now Mystery going to be on the ropes, almost being set up for a tap out, but it seems like Roman's still able to, Mystery's still able to downstack just a little bit, but still going to have to burn through this garbage as quickly as possible. It seems like there goes the there goes the Tetris there from Mystery, going to be able to hang on for his dear life, but still, Roman trying to set up the pressure once again. He was not able to capitalize on that, so now they're going to be neck and neck, and Mystery's going to turn that just around, right back around to Roman, putting the pressure on him. Now Roman is going to be setting this up again. Both players kind of neck and neck, but now Roman with the pressure on himself as well. That is a misdrop earlier that he made with the L piece, and that might be causing him the match there. He's going to look for a quick Tetris there, and still going to be managing to make his playing field a bit cleaner. That was another misdrop there from the L piece, but still, Mystery not able to capitalize on the opportunity and punish that mistake there. So he is going to be giving Roman the opportunity to come back to the match there and set up a huge spike there at the end for Mystery to take off the 2-0. Mystery to take off, for Roman to take off the damage and set up a 2-0 series win. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going on into the quarterfinals here today in the Tetris Tuesday tournament. So let me just go ahead. Oh man, I need some water. But that means Roman is going to set up the 2-0 series lead versus Mystery, and now that means Roman is going to move on officially to the semifinals second match. So here we go. Let's get some hold on a second. Let me get the applause thing real quick. Get that ready for the finals. Do not start the semifinals yet. So here we go, the first match of the semifinals, Cheep versus Eddie. Let's see how this plays out. Let's get the semifinals hype going in the chat. This will be deciding who's going to be going to the finals and who will ultimately compete for the tournament week 7 of season 2. So semifinals match 1. So the first match of the semifinals, Cheep versus Eddie. Both players, both players here that maintain their status in the top 7. So this will be interesting to see how that goes off. I believe Eddie in this match can take a few rounds off of Cheep as well. And this is, like I said, since we have the semifinals, it is going to be a best of 5 now, moving on from a best of 3. So when they are both ready, we're going to see how this goes on, but they do have an option to opt to the warm-up or skip the warm-up as well. But best of 5 here in the series, as we always do in the semifinals and the finals combined. So I cannot wait to see how this match goes on the semifinals. And oops, I forgot to put on the Tetris browser. There we go. So whenever they are ready, we're going to see how this goes. So we're going to see if they opt to warm up or not. I don't, okay, so it seems like they're going to skip out of the warm up right now, and my screen may be lagging here. So, oh, never mind. Here we go. We're good to go. My screen is not lagging. They're going to start the match right away. First match of the semifinals, Eddie's going to go with a huge opener there on the Cheep. That might have been a PC opener there really quickly there from Eddie, setting up some good damage already on the Cheep. There goes a misdrop there from Cheep as well from the L piece, but he is still going to be able to set up a to tuck in the T piece there, and he's going to be able to he is going to be able to set up a quick combo there to get himself back into position here on this playing field. But now Eddie with a better playing field though, as versus Cheep, it seems like he's going to be setting up the early pressure here versus Cheep at the moment. But now Cheep's going to be answering that pretty quickly here with a Tetris of his own and a few T-spins there. And now Eddie's going to be in some danger here of topping out versus Cheep. Now Eddie is Eddie really trying to set this up and keep himself back intact in the match here with some nice downside combos versus Cheep. He is going to be setting up a lot of pressure here. Once again, it is going to be kind of neck and neck, but now Cheep against the pressure here once again versus Eddie with a quick T-spin, a few Tetris combos there, and now Eddie going to feel the wrath of that a little bit, but still going to be able to offset that damage with some combos of his own. Oh god. Now Cheep has a nice chance to counterplay here with that garbage down the middle of the grid. That well was just huge for him. It seems like to get that counterplay going on versus Eddie. But Eddie is not looking to back down right now at the moment. There is a bit of a misdrop there from Eddie, but he's still able to counterplay through that and set up some nice combos of his own. He's going to need to set up this this Tetris combo here once again. Just a small misdrop there from Eddie though, from the S piece. But oh, there goes a misdrop there from the the J piece right there, and that is going to set up a 1-0 series lead so far for Cheap. That means with a best of 5 match, Cheap is going to have to win 2 more matches to go, and also Eddie's going to have to go ahead and win 3 still. Eddie with the quick opener onto Cheap. It seems like although Cheap is applying some more pressure onto him at more times, he is a bit quicker in the sense. It seems like Eddie is kind of able to consistently set up the pressure early on, more so than Cheap, and his openers are really helping him out quite a lot just to get this early statement on and hopefully try to find an opportunity to capitalize on here versus Cheap. As we can see right now, there comes the opportunity to capitalize. I can't even speak today because of my words being slurred at the moment, but now both players kind of being neck and neck at the moment. Eddie's going to set up a lot of pressure onto onto Cheap, and there goes a quick Tetris there on Eddie, but Cheap still going to be managing to down stack this quickly enough. Cheap has a nice chance to counterplay with this garbage right now. There goes a quick T-spin for Cheap there. He's going to set up yet another one. Does not seem like this garbage is the best situation here for Cheap, but still 2 Tetrises in a row for Eddie and to Eddie there, followed by a T-spin double, and looking for another Tetris, boom, Tetris for Cheap, and that's going to be a 2-0 series lead so far. That means this is match point for Cheap onto Eddie, so Eddie now has a chance to go ahead, and he's going to have to reverse sweep here versus Cheap if he wants to go ahead and win this series at the moment in the semifinals match versus Cheap. So we're going to see how this goes. Cheap now is going to be the one to set up the early pressure on the Eddie, but still both players going to be almost neck and neck. But now Cheap with a bit of a misdrop there on the bottom of his bottom of his playing field right now. It seems like Eddie's going to have a chance to counterplay this and set up a nice combo for himself, and he was not able to capitalize on the opportunity well enough, unfortunately. So now Cheap is just going to play through that combo there, and there goes a quick spike there from Cheap, and now he's going to win the semifinals. That's going to be a 3-0 for Cheap versus Eddie, and this is going to be a fun match. So now that means Cheap for the 5th, I believe his 5th or 4th tournament, is going to move on into the finals match, the finals for Tetris Tuesday, tournament number 7. GG. Good job from Cheap and also Eddie. Both players playing really well, but Eddie at the end, just for every match, being able to come through at the end with that combo, punishing the mistakes and the lack of placements there on the downside combos there. But now we're going to move on to the second semifinals match with Eddie versus Romian. So let's go ahead and get this set up right now. So Eddie versus Romian is going to be that second match. Why is my music not playing? What is going on here? What is going on here? 1 minute, folks. There we go. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, hello. Hello is our season 1 champ that was here earlier on, but now let's go to the bracket here once again. So Eddie versus Romian here, as we can see, is going to be the second match of the semifinals going on right now. So let me see if I can. Is Hello with us today? Is he actually here? That'd be kind of cool if you were here to watch. You know, we'd show some love. So that means Eddie and Romian are going to opt for one warm up right now. So let's kind of see how things are going with that as well. So hello, for those of you who don't know, he is actually a very excellent Tetris Friends player, and he's not played in a tournament with us for quite a while, any tournaments in season 2, but he is a season 1 vet and still a Tetris Tuesday vet as well. So we give our love to Mr. Hello, spectating there today in the game chat. So thank you for joining us and being with us every week, especially for season 1. A veteran player, we give our hats off. He is a former champion here in the Tetris Tuesday series. So hello, we give our hats to you, man. If you ever want to join us in any of the future events, go ahead and let us know. Anyway, the warm-up is now over. I think they're ready to go. I believe so. Are they ready to go? All right, so good luck, have fun. Here we go. Eddie versus Romian in the second match of the semifinals. Once again, it is a best of 5 match point, as we can see, into the finals. But now Eddie has a chance to go back and have a rematch versus Cheep, or Romian can now take his opportunity to go and appear in his first finals. Actually, this is Romian's second semifinals appearance and Eddie's second semifinals appearance as well. So both players kind of being in the similar territory. But let's see who's going to make their very first finals appearance out of these two players. Both have a unique opportunity to go ahead and set a new legacy, a new chapter in their legacies of the TT League. But now Romian is going to set up a huge spike on Eddie. That's going to be some pressure. I don't think Eddie's going to be able to take off that much, but still going to be able to wait there patiently, and that patience and persistence from Eddie is going to be able to set off all that damage that Romian set. That was a huge spike there. Unfortunately, Romian was not able to capitalize from that spike there. And Eddie going to be able to stay in the match here still versus Romian. That would have been a huge opportunity there from Romian onto Eddie, but now there goes a huge miss drop there from Romian as well, maybe costing him the match here pretty soon, but still not so much actually, since he's able to set up some damage on Eddie, and Eddie's kind of going against the ropes a little bit, almost being in danger of topping up, but still managing to downstack this perfectly versus Romian. So now we have both players kind of still neck and neck at the moment. This is probably one of the closest matches that we will be seeing in this semifinals match. So both players really wanted to go and make their first semifinals appearance. Now Eddie on the ropes here. There goes a miss drop there from Eddie with the L piece, and that's going to be the first round taking to Romian. That miss drop did cost him the match there, unfortunately. So this will be quite an interesting one to see. Now Romian with the pressure set up on him versus Eddie, and Eddie also now taking the latter end of that, since Romian is able to downstack and counterplay this quickly enough, but Eddie still also managing to downstack that quickly enough. Both setting up some nice combos here when they downstack as well, burning through this garbage well enough. But Romian at the end is kind of now Romian is looking for another setup here versus Eddie. There goes the quick Tetris combo and T-spin double, followed by it for Romian onto Eddie. Both players still kind of neck and neck, but Romian being able to set up a little bit more damage, just a little bit more pressure on Eddie, and now they're both kind of neck and neck at the moment. Still need to refresh your streams, because I believe ARR and JS isn't it always maxed out? I don't believe. GG, I don't know. Is there a certain number to ARR? Is it, or just like, yeah, I know there is in certain places, but in here I believe it's just max, right? I'm not sure, but let's see what happened there. I don't know if damn, I disconnected here, folks. Sorry about that. So because my internet was really not working out with me, so I believe we're still in the match there, but still the screen should be fixed. Let's see, I believe so. Oh yeah, I gotta fix the screen now too. You're right, because unfortunately I don't know what happened there. What's going on? So I don't know what just happened just now, but that was not fortunate for us. What the hell? Oh yeah, it was still fixed because of my thing, but now to be honest, folks, I lost track of the match. So because of my screen there, it disconnected there for a bit, unfortunately. But it seems like there goes the a mini Imperial Tower there from Romian being set on to Eddie. I'm not quite sure what the match point is right now, what the match score is, so I'm gonna have to wait for the report. But there goes a lot of pressure on Eddie right now from Romian. It seems like Romian, though, gonna taste the end of that with Eddie's downstacking combos. That's gonna be an instant lead there from Eddie. I'm not quite sure who's gonna win into the finals. I don't know if that was the win there or not. So From what I guess, yeah, that is a 2-1 lead so far for Eddie. So that means he's going to have the match point, going to be able to move on to the finals. Eddie's going to be really looking, he's eyeing that first finals appearance in the Tetris Tuesday tournament series, the first league tournament appearance. And that's going to be a quick misdrop there from Eddie, but still going to be able to manage to downstack that quickly enough and burn through that mistake there. Also, another misdrop there, unfortunately, from the Z piece. Eddie's going to have to really stay a bit more focused and avoid those misdrops there. But there goes some huge pressure on the Romian now from Eddie. Eddie's going to set up another T-spin double there, followed by a Tetris there from Eddie, but still Romian going to be able to downstack this quickly enough and set some pressure back on Eddie as well. But still, this is going to be an intense back and forth match, as we can see right now. Both players kind of tied 2-2 right now. Now this is going to be the match point. This is going to be deciding who goes on to the grand finals. Let's get some finals hype here going on right now. Both players fighting nail and tooth for their first finals appearance there. A quick cannon setup from Romian. It did not work for him though as well, though he is still able to kind of downstack here a bit quicker. I mean, quick, that's not even a word, is it? No, it's not. A bit more quickly, GG. But now Eddie also being able to downstack and set up his playing field a little bit lower than Romian. This is going to be an intense match. Both players, like I said, fighting as much as they can to get into the finals right now. This is going to be an intense finals. Just watching here, even from the semifinals as well, this is going to be much more intense. Now Eddie is really trying to set this up as quickly as possible. Eddie is going to set up a nice T-spin double. That was a bit of a perfect, I believe that was the PC, but I don't think it counted as one. It kind of looked like it to me. There goes a huge misdrop there from Eddie. 2 misdrops there, one especially there from the J piece that might cost Eddie the match there. And there goes the 3-2 win. That means Romian is going to make his first appearance into the finals. So close, but at the end, the misdrop there from Eddie going to set him off. And now Romian is going to make his very first finals appearance. GG, what a match. What a match there. Both players tying up the series, and this is definitely the longest series that we have seen in today's tournament. But at the end, Romian going to be able to go and really get this this match lit up at the end. Either way though, now here we go into the grand finals. Let's get some finals hype here for the very last match with. So the finals. The last match, the finals, what it all comes down to, Cheep versus Romian, to decide who's going to be crowned the tournament number 7 champion for Tetris Tuesday and take back the crown. Cheep has the opportunity to go back and reclaim his crown as a Tetris champion as well. But Romian also has a chance to make himself a brand new title holder, a brand new belt holder. So they're going to go for the warm-up and opt into this. But this means this is going to be quite an intense match, though it is Eddie's first third place appearance, I believe. Maybe or maybe not. Maybe I think last week he got 2nd place. Let me see. Let me look at the results from last week for a second, because there was also a great match from Eddie. Just fought really hard at the end there, just kind of staying consistent with the down stacks and setting up some nice combos. Just unfortunately fell a little bit short there at the end with the what do you call it, the misdrops. I don't know what my mind is going in today, but Eddie also last week finished at 3rd place, so a consistent finish. Now we can see a lot of the improvement just week after week, though. I believe though that match was a bit more intense than last week in his third place finish there. So now, anyway, here we go into the match. GG, good luck, have fun. Romian versus Cheep. This is the grand finals now, so let's get this finals hype going to decide who's gonna be crowned the champion for the last the last match of the series. And now I need some water. I could really use some water to clear up my throat at the moment. Jeez. But Cheep gonna be able to set off this damage quickly enough versus Romian. It seems like Cheep gonna be setting off this pressure here quickly enough, and it might be overwhelming a little bit for Romian at the moment. Romian is gonna have to set up this down second combo quickly enough versus Cheep, but now Cheep's gonna be the one a little bit a little bit stacked up high against him. Romian is going to be able to have a cleaner playing field, it's going to be a lower playing field as well versus Cheap, but Cheap is not going to back down just yet. Here comes Cheap trying to set up these combos here. Cheap Cheap in a bit of danger here from this garbage, but now Romian also setting up a quick Tetris followed by, a teaspoon double followed by a Tetris, and he has an opportunity to do 2 Tetrises in a row there from Romian. And now Cheap also the lower playing field. There goes a quick double triple cannon there. GG. Actually, it wasn't a double triple, it was a triple, so I'd say more of a TT cannon there, but still some more pressure there. Not a PC, but still a quick combo there from Cheap, a bit of a misdrop there. Yeah, the high risk there from Romian setting up that the double the two pairs of triples there from Romian. It was a nice risk, but it did unfortunately not pay off at the end, as Cheap was able to downstack that quickly enough. It was a really good move, very risky there, as we can see, adding some variety onto his playing set from Romian. Though it seems like Cheap's able to set up some more pressure on the Romian. That might be the match there. A 1-0 lead there from Cheap. A 2-minute match. And at the end, Cheap is going to be able to set up 165 lines onto Romian there. This is going to be one hell of a finals, folks. It looks like we have a series. It looks like we indeed have a series. That last match, though, instantly, the T-spin triples, that cannon right there, he was trying to set up another DT cannon as well, but that didn't work out as planned there. Now both players kind of neck and neck at the moment, but Cheap setting off a bit more damage, a little bit more pressure on Romian now. Romian in some danger of topping out here. Cheap going to try to capitalize on this right now. He's going to set up his own cannon setup right there. Cheap is going to set up a huge combo there. Unfortunately, Romian, though, is going to be able to downstack this quickly enough with that 3-wide grid there down the middle, and there goes a quick stack there, setting up from Cheap onto Romian. It seems like Cheap now going to set up that a T-spin triple here on a Romian. Going to set up some more massive pressure. Needs to get him out here quickly if he wants to get this going insanely enough. There goes a quick Imperial Tower here, Imperial Tower set up here from Cheap onto Romian. It doesn't seem like that's going to work too well, though, as Romian is going to be able to downstack this quickly enough. But still, the pressure is on Romian's end. But now it's going to be sending up back to Cheap. There goes a nice DT cannon. There goes might be a bit of a misdrop there. The DT cannon was not placed well enough, unfortunately, there, so he was not able to enact the setup that he was making, though. There goes a huge misdrop, though. Romian is just going to be topping out there from that misdrop as well, and Cheap going to be able to just stay consistent there. The misdrop there at the end from Romian's screen, unfortunately, that is going to cost him the match very much, and that's going to be a 2-0 series lead from Cheap. Now Cheap has a chance to come back and reclaim the throne as the champion for Tetris Tuesday, but also Romian going to be also getting a chance to reverse sweep. If he reverse sweeps this well enough and finesses this finals match, he will be able to be crowned the new and upcoming champion of the Tetris Tuesday tournament series. But Cheap, though, looking poised as well versus Romian. He's going to be setting up some pressure at the moment. Cheap still looking for that T-spin there, a T-spin double followed by some quick combos here. He's not getting the he's not getting the playing field he's looking for at the moment, so he's just going to keep those quick, consistent, short combos there. Romian was trying to set up the DT cannon. It didn't seem like it worked out too well, though, and now Romian is going to be under some pressure. Not the cleanest of garbage here, but Cheap going to just capitalize on this moment from Romian. He misdropped a little bit there from the L piece, but still, Romian going to be able to downstack here quickly enough. Cheap now with the cleanest garbage now. Romian under some pressure. Both players kind of neck and neck at the moment now. It seems like this is going to be an intense match, fighting hard tooth and nail. Romian still wants to get that chance to get at least one match off the series from Cheap, but it seems like Cheap is not going to let him do that so easily. Cheap with a quick T-spin combo there, as we can see, and a lot of pressure there, just consistent back and forth T-spin doubles there. Some of the tower setups that they were doing, the specific combos that they were looking for, did not work. But now that means, ladies and gentlemen, GG there from Cheap. So that means now I pronounce Cheap the new champion for Tetris Tuesday tournament number 7. So Cheap now walks away as a champion. This is his 4th title, I believe, his 4th or 5th title here from Cheap. Always coming back with consistent back-and-back titles, reclaiming that legacy at the end. And now let's go back to the tournament here. Let's give a huge round of applause here for Cheap once again. Congratulations, Cheap, for becoming the champion once again for tournament number 7 in the VTV Tetris Tuesday tournament series. This whole tournament as well, I would like to say, has been our shortest one thus far, taking only 1 minute and 30 seconds long. Not 30, I mean, an hour 30 minutes long. Not 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, not even 30 minutes actually. This tournament was only about an hour long, a little bit only after an hour, but congratulations. Just keep getting your applauses up for Cheap though. Give Cheap a big round of applause, a huge warm welcome to our returning champion into the match. But that means Cheap with I believe that was a 3-0. But Romian did not make that easy though. Romian did not make that match easy, but still being able to go and make that happen was quite the feat. But now let's look at the tournament series. That means Cheap is your grand champion once again, with Romian being a 2nd place and Eddie being the 3rd place. That is Romian's very first finals appearance and Eddie's 2nd semifinals appearance as well. So I just want to say, congratulations to everyone, who joined today and, played with us. It was a short tournament today, but very fun and very much enjoyable, very intense as well. Having these short tournaments are not so bad after having our biggest tournament that we've ever had with the Tetris Tuesdays. To have the shortest tournament that we've had in season 2 is quite interesting, but it maintains the average of players that we have every week. Anyway, but I just want to say, even though it was a shorter tournament today, it was interesting to see a much more well-rounded tournament, actually, much more intense. So just thank you all for joining us and all the competitors today. Even though it was a small tournament that you all decided to come out today, register and compete, we do appreciate you very much for also giving the viewers a a Tetris Tuesday to watch this week as well, despite the short tournament. So so let me just we're gonna be editing this too as the week goes on as well, but let me just make some announcements here as we go on through the tournament here. Let me just, but once again, congratulations, Cheap. So finals winner is Cheap. So, but let me just make some quick announcements here. So the Variety TV website will be published sometime during March. It should be, we're trying to make this live and published before March. We need to get something on there, which is still a process in the making, but we have the things still working out for the VTV website, so that's going to be quite lit. And also for the ELO rankings, once we have the website up, we're going to be developing a script to making a custom script to try to make the ELO settings a little bit easier, as to, it's going to be a JavaScript function, possibly most likely, where I would input the user's ELO or match winnings and losses that week, and it calculates it self-calculates from how they win and lose and whatnot. So that is going to be some project because I'm a bit rusty with JS. Haven't had to use it in quite a while, but still, it is going to be fun. So I'm the main web developer for the website. So anyway, that's going to be exciting. So some exciting things coming for the community as well. So I hope that y'all can stay tuned with us and enjoy that as well. But the rankings will be edited here very soon in the next few days, so make sure you stay tuned with the VTV Discord as well and see how that goes. But Also, let me just make some quick announcements here as well and turn off the music. All right. So, to always see when we go live and whatnot, just stay tuned, and we always encourage y'all to follow the social media today that we have at Variety TTV, that is our Twitter. Make sure to follow us to see when we go live, and retweet us out using hashtag Tetris Tuesday or hashtag VTV. You know, add us, let us know how we're doing and whatnot. And also using the Instagram page at Variety TV. It is a brand new Instagram page. We have not used it much yet, but it is something that we are going to be developing. We do have some posts on Instagram, believe it or not, but we're going to be trying to set that up. Also, if you want to leave some feedback today about the channel or what you think about VTV as a whole, this is a chance for you not to really give feedback. It's more of a rating system. So if you want to rate the channel for VTV on Twitch TV, you feel free to do so. Give us your thoughts, your opinions, what you think about what you think about the community as a whole and the streaming channel. So that is a link for you to do so. If you want to leave some feedback, we'd appreciate that as well. Give your star ratings and whatnot. Just it's a little fun thing to see how things go on. But anyway, folks, once again, thank you so much for joining us on Tetris Tuesday. For those of you who are new as well, we are always live every Tuesday evening, every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we start every Tetris Tuesday tournament. And to always enter, you always free to enter. It is an open entry tournament. With that being said, so I do want to make one more announcement here, folks, about an absence that we have in Tetris Tuesday. So looking ahead in the schedule for Tetris Tuesdays from March 29th to the weekend from March 29th to April. So the first week of April, actually, I should say, what am I doing? So the first week of April, we'll be not having the Tetris Tuesday tournament that week because I'll be in Florida for a trip there. So that means I hope y'all can enjoy that week off to just kind of chillax a little bit from the tournament and just take a little break and whatnot. And we're going to be trying to change up some of the dates and whatnot with Tetris Tuesdays and see how that goes. Maybe we'll see about that, as season 3 rolls along too as well. So once again, whoever is still here, thank you so much for just kind of still being here around and whatnot. Once again, I'm your host, FT907, if you want to check me out there, but that's not really important. We are going to be doing a raid here, so I do encourage y'all to join me for the raid as well. So let's go ahead and get this going now. Let's do the raid here going. Let's get the raid here going. Onto one of the VTV casters that we have today. So I'm going to be looking on the VTV team to see who's live at the moment, who's up and running and live. So we don't have much here going along. So and we do appreciate y'all very much for joining us as well. We thank you, JS Stress, for joining the tournament as well. So we do not have much today. So we are going to be rating Mr. Simple Flips. He is a fellow VTV caster as well. So just spam VTV raid, spam Tetris Tuesday raid if you can. But let's go ahead and raid Mr. Simple Flips. He is a VTV caster, partnered streamer, streaming some Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time right now. So feel free to leave him your best raids. Send him a Tetris Tuesday raid, either that or a VTV raid. Actually, probably more prefer to do a VTV raid, and spam the Twitch raid and the Bible Thump emotes. But spam that on his channel. Simple Flips is quite an amazing, interesting caster. So I do recommend y'all follow him, give him some love. Without further ado, we'll be going now, and next time we'll see you folks live on Tetris Tuesday. Live on VTV. All right, folks. See you next time, Tuesday, 2 p.m. PST. And now with the raid.